All right, what were we talking about? Horror movies, Freddy Krueger, third degree burn, your butthole. Okay. Yeah, you know, my grandpa had third degree burns all over his body. He's gone now, but he blew up in an oil tank, not in the war, but after he got back. He was already a pretty old guy. He was already my grandpa, and he blew up while he was welding the inside of a gas tank, like you know.
Don't do that.
Underneath gas stations.
Don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, no, don't do that.
If you were to excavate all the earth around a gas station, you'd see these giant tanks where all the gas goes down there, and they need maintenance down there. So I guess you go down with a blowtorch, and sometimes they haven't left the fan on long enough overnight to get all those gas fumes out of there. Big explosion. They said that the tools were melted to the floor of the gas tank. That's how hot it was in there. Like the rungs of the ladder to get out were like melted. And he was in there as a human being made of meat. And I remember being a kid and going to the hospital and being terrified of my own grandpa. And he was like, "Don't be scared," which I thought was kind of cool because it was like, he should have been like, "Ouch," and he was like worried about me being scared.
Yeah, he should have been like, "Be scared."
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's like,
I'm terrified.
Go to college.
Right.
Do not, and not for welding. Don't pull one of those. But he, they did. But he ended up, by the time he died, he looked totally. He did. You couldn't. You would never have known from looking at him. But I thought it was like 90% of his body was like third degree burn. So I don't even understand how they did that. There was a talk of like skin graft from his butt or something. But like, can you skin graft and like wait for skin to grow back?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Well, what am I supposed to ask? The fucking Surgeon General?
Yes, you can do that.
It's an out loud rhetorical question. You know.
Here's a question: settlement?
You know what? Fucking, I don't think so. I never even heard a thing about that.
Somebody should have said something. Don't do that.
Maybe it was like his idea to go in while there was gas in there or something, so he couldn't sue anybody. I don't know.
Don't do it.
But
don't do it, man.
Knowing him though,
I want to go down there. I want to do some welding. No, come on. The fans. Don't do it.
I'm sure he would have been like, "No, I'm not going to sue. I'm not a, like he lied about his age to go fight World War II, like, because he couldn't get in there fast enough, and I'm sure he like didn't want to. Maybe didn't. If a lawyer called him, he'd probably be like, "Fuck you."
Good God, the Harmon's cut from a steel cloth.
Yeah. Now that generation's all gone now. It's all pussies now. Because
hey, what is the hardest?
The manlier your grandparents are, the more, because it's like, well, it's like the microcosm of the nation. They like protected us and fought Nazis for real, and like, yeah, and then we joined improv troops when we're 35 and just complain. This Twinkie's too soft. I want my money back.
We take you to this intelligentsia. Hey,
I'm gonna hashtag this Twinkie until you get sued and fired. I'm a snowflake.
Who has the hardest job in your family?
It's definitely me.
Really?
Hardest job.
Who followed in his footsteps?
I'd have to say the next closest manliest thing would be my uncle that airbrushes the sides of vans. And what? There's really nobody. I'm sure somebody's offended in my family if they're listening, but I don't think they're listening. But I can't.
Didn't he do a jacket? Didn't he airbrush a jacket for you?
He airbrushed lots of jackets. He's passed away. He got brain cancer.
So lucky.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. It's been a rough week.
No, I don't. It was my great grandma Busia. Busia's Polish for grandma. I think it's like the Polish version of Mima is Busia. But Busia, she was. I think it's okay to say she murdered a guy. I think it's okay to say she was a vaudevillian and she probably murdered a guy. Maybe but I'm sure he deserved it. It's like it was probably
break this shit down. Like she did it with her act, or she did it in the middle of an act, or
I told the story before, but it was and I feel like every time I go back and visit my parents, I find out I'm wrong about all these details. But I felt like my great grandma, she was she was living with a guy, or he was I don't know, and then I just remember the story was that people were watching a football game and then they broke into the football game and said like a 83-year-old woman is being questioned in the stabbing death of a man, and everyone joked like 83, that's gotta be Grandma Busia, and then the phone rang and because she was just like she was like really salty, like very, very salty. Yeah. Like I've told the stories about her that I have. I mean, but yeah, that they questioned her, and she said he fell on the scissors like several times, and they let her go, I assume, because they were like, she's almost dead, and then she lived for like 20 more years. Leaving a trail of bodies as long as the Route 66. But she, along the way, between that and her natural death at like very late 90s, if not, I think she might have broke 100. Did she? That maybe, I don't know. But between that questioning for the homicide and the actual death, she got her throat slashed by somebody that broke into her house to take her microwave because she owed them money.
Shit.
And there's a I've talked about this.
Yeah, I didn't know about those.
No wonder why we moved to Burbank.
God.
So you could start your criminal empire.
My parents have the news footage on VHS of the doctor, because it's like she got her throat slashed.
Holy.
And she hung out at her house bleeding.
After her throat was slashed?
And then she realized nobody was going to be around for a while, so she wrapped her neck in a towel and walked to the hospital. And then it was like there's news footage of they go like, a woman got her throat slashed and then walked herself to the hospital with a towel wrapped around her neck, and then they show like an interview in the hospital lobby with the doctor who performed the stitching, and he's doing this interview and is like he's going like, a woman came in. Her throat had been slashed. She was 91 years old, whatever, how old she was. I stitched it closed. He's like marveling. He's like, what, am I a genius or is she Frankenstein's monster? I don't know what he's trying to figure it out. He's like, no one told me this was going to happen in school. But he's like, I did what I'm supposed to do. It's not supposed to work under those circumstances. But, I took an oath to try and it worked and she left. She walked out. So he's going like, that's the answer to your question. I know you're gonna not believe me, but he's just marveling at it. And he's a doctor. He's seen it all. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and she used to, and I don't want to slander her because she's lived it.
She'll come back and fuck you up. She murdered a dude
she used to
and survived a hit.
She was very amorous with the grandkids and stuff. She was like, she liked young men, and she went out functional, like she was like, she wasn't like retired in the
sexual department.
Yeah, she was like on fire,
She liked to get down.
She would like nude sunbathe her like 95-year-old tuchus in the sun and
with the battle scar. Beautiful visual for all the home listeners.
And she was a vaudevillian, and my parents would always tell me, you got to talk, you're the other performer in the family, you should talk to Grandma Busia about vaudeville. And everybody was always, you should talk to Grandma Busia about vaudeville. And then I finally went up to her at Easter or something and said Grandma Busia, what was vaudeville like?
Oh, it was so good. Vaudeville was the best.
Yeah, she was like, she was like, what do you want to know? And I was like, what was it like? And she's like, it was a stage. She was just like, I was like, fuck you, man, fuck you. I didn't even want to ask. I gotta go ask Grandpa about Iwo Jima next, what? I'm just doing this for you guys. I don't know what these words mean. How was making your own baseball out of cork? Uncle Tony told me to ask. So apparently the answer is, it's hard, it's easy. Well, I'm 7. Well, you take the cork and you wrap the string around it. I don't know anything. I'm going to appreciate this when I'm almost dead. That's when I'm going to be like, whoa, making your own baseball, holy shit. It's going to take a while for me to appreciate this stuff.
I think you'd appreciate the fucking knife thing more. That is crazy.
You know something?
Did they catch the guy who did that?
It was a woman.
Yeah, because it was a microwave. So that makes sense. Because women use microwaves. Oh, hate me. We all use microwaves. That's the joke.
I gotta defrost this stuff. I gotta defrost this fruit. Give me this. Give me back my microwave. I gotta defrost this fruit, Busia. Busia, give me the microwave. I gotta defrost this fruit. No. Scissors, motherfucker. Cutting your throat. Give me. I'm gonna defrost this fruit and plug it in my kitchen. Can you get the? I can't get the door open. I'm gonna defrost this fruit. I'm gonna defrost this fruit with Busia's microwave. This is my house. I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, I want some grapes and some banana slices. 2 minutes should probably do it. We'll fast forward. Bling. Nope, not enough.
Meanwhile, at the board of banana and grape farmers, gentlemen, we have a problem. The microwave culture is upon us, and our fruit takes too long to microwave.
It takes too long. I'm willing to kill people.
Jesus, it's a knife-wielding woman.
Give me some. Don't freeze it anymore. Why you gotta freeze it?
Oh.
Just take it off the tree, put it in a bowl, and give it to me. I'm starving. Give me. Oh, you're so strong. Your hands are so strong. Your hands are so strong. They look like little bananas.
No, God, no. I know you love them so much that you'll stab
you.
it. Oh, my throat. Oh.
I'm taking every banana and every grape, and I'm going to run away. And they're already defrosted.
Get me a towel. I know how this works. Why am I dying? Because you don't got that Busia blood.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah, you can't kill a Harmon, I guess. They don't really die. Not before like 1,000 or whatever. Yeah, unless when you drink yourself to death, you maybe like.
Midwest people got good genes. You know, we live long. We don't want to, but we live long.
Yeah.
I know.
What kind of life is it?
Not.
You get these like erasers on your collarbone, like fucking skin tags and stuff. If you're Polish descended, I like have these things like come off and look like little fucking erasers, and then I'll be like, "Is that cancer?" And then like a week later, it'll fall off or something in my sleep.
Hair growing out of your ears
and your nose.
Nose just fills up with barbed wire. Ears getting all big. That ear thing really freaks me out. You see people's giant ass ears. Why do your ears get so big?
Your head actually shrinks.
Oh, is that? Are you doing a bit?
No.
Your head shrinks?
Your head gets smaller and your ears stayed the same.
Shut up. It's because it's like soft tissue and it's gravity, but it's like you'd think they would just lower, like they just like droop lower. Like how come the tops of them? You look like Ferengi, like you get old enough. Is that the right alien I'm thinking of? The Ferengi?
Yeah, you're looking at or a senator.